of vlogs up there you can watch, matches, highlight videos, a bunch of cool shit.
Nice.
Check that out. Follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff there. Instagram stories, pictures. My self-esteem in the gym, so I post pictures about that.
Fuck yeah, man. Do it.
Yeah, man. Go watch all this stuff.
You're out there being a beast like that. Show it the fuck off.
It's all because Castellucci told me to do a bear hug.
Alright, brother. Here's your parting gift.
Woo! Oh, man.
So,
You're
hopefully
sweet.
you enjoy that shit.
I will.
Fucking good shit. Thank you for being on. I appreciate time and effort that you put in.
Anytime. Bro, I got stories for days.
Cool. You know what? I was thinking about getting, compiling a podcast of road stories.
Okay.
Because I know they do that thing at like the CAC where somebody made like a book of road stories for people and shit. And I think you have enough of them. I think a couple of guys like Pete would have enough of them too, to where it would make a decent podcast. Just have one story separated after another. All right.
I'm down with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for today. Thank you for listening to the interview, and hang on for the end.
Predictive programming is the government or other hypes are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control tool to make the population more accepting of planned future events. This was first described and proposed by researcher Alan Watt, who defines predictive programming as predictive programming is a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. If and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them and will accept them as natural progressions, thus lessening possible public resistance and commotion. Then it was popularized by Alex Jones and David Icke. The most notable cases of predictive programming are the examples found in The Simpsons, The Dark Knight Rises, The Hunger Games, and the oldest being from Futility. Information can be found on blog posts, and many conspiracy theorists have either made videos on it or have spoken on the subject. People who believe in this theory are mostly conspiracy theorists who think there will be a totalitarian government takeover, or on the more mild side, theorists who believe tragic events are an inside job or completely fake. David Icke proposed that the Sandy Hook shooting was predicted in The Dark Knight Rises because Sandy Hook is shown on the map in one of the scenes. While I was looking for more information on the motives behind the government participating in predictive programming, I found that most commonly people believe the government creates a problem so the population will look to the government for a solution. However, because the government planned for the crisis, the government will offer a solution that has been planned long before the crisis ever happened. Alan Watt, along with many others, believe a desired outcome is created through the power of suggestion in media. This theory is still very popular today because any huge event can be seemingly traced back to cartoon or movie that was fortunate enough to predict it. Predictive programming at its core is a tactic to reduce resistance by introducing concepts that seem far-fetched and continuously reintroducing them to make these concepts appear more likely or at the very least acceptable. As always, there is a reason why movies and television are used as the common vessel. When watching something, a person typically perceives it as entertainment, and their theoretical guard will be lowered and the subliminal messages will be directly go to the subconscious. It also is used as a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy because once
What's up, everybody out there in 420 land? This is your host of the One Stone Dude podcast. And here, along with what was just read, is from the book called Illuminatium, the First Testament of the Illuminati. Take a listen, see what you think.
Official online profiles. 3. Your mind is being controlled at this moment, but you have been trained to ignore it. There is no reason to fear. For society to function in peaceful order, its people must be guided even if their incomprehension would incline them to deny the very guidance that ensures their safety and survival. Mind control is an inaccurate term. The mind cannot be truly controlled due to the free will of the subconscious that gives the power of choice to every human. However,
free and independent to make its own decisions, your mind has been trained to respond to subconscious cues that are hidden in the world around you. These act as subtle arrows pointing you in the right direction, while allowing you to choose the road you will take to get there. 63. Though you chose to read this book, it was our subconscious cues that led you to this page. The influencing of an independent mind requires the decades-long implementation of a societal framework that is built upon the delivery of messages. Only the Illuminati has the resources to build this structure, though many governments have tried to mimic it. 64. 100 billion mental triggers bombard your subconscious signs the moment you are conceived. A mishmash of signals and waves have been hand-fed to your mind since childhood, seeping inoculations into your brain's synapses through pathways hidden behind colorful screens and microscopic spores. Our messages have reached your mind since before you were born, carried by every sound your mother listened to as she carried you in her womb. You knew the voice of the Illuminati before we even knew you. 65. From your first breath, you were trained to respond to our cues. You are inoculated by omnipresent energy waves being broadcast from screens and phones and devices you can never fully avoid. Many of our delivery systems have been disguised behind things you use in your everyday life. Radio and television waves carry music and video on specific spectrums, broadcasting sounds over the air that cannot be seen nor heard without a device to receive it. In the same way, our messages are broadcast on spectrums only detectable by your 66 subconscious mind, allowing us to gently influence your decisions and choices, and even those of people in entire cities and countries at once. The mind is
So that was a big surprise.
Now, on top of all of this, Dr. Petrovsky and his team also claim that there are other reasons that they say that someone tampered with this coronavirus and actually caused human manipulation of it. He says this, quote, "The fact that no corresponding virus has been found to exist in nature leads to the possibility that COVID-19 is a human-created virus. It is therefore entirely plausible that the virus was created in the biosecurity facility in Wuhan by selection on cells expressing human ACE2, a laboratory that was known to be cultivating exotic bat coronaviruses at the time." Then there is a new study led by Norwegian virologist Birger Sorensen, which has found that the coronavirus's spike protein contains sequences that appear to be artificially inserted. The researchers found that the virus had been doctored to bind to humans. They pointed out that it has hardly mutated since it began to infect humans, suggesting that it was already fully adapted to humans. Now, this report alone is pretty interesting, but what's really interesting to me is that several weeks ago, I was sent an article that I've been looking into, and it's an article that wasn't written a couple of days ago, or even in light of the coronavirus pandemic. Instead, it was actually written 5 years ago, and the title of it is "Lab-Made Coronavirus Triggers Debate." It was written November 16th, 2015. The article references Ralph Barrick, an infectious disease researcher at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, who published a study on his team's efforts to engineer a virus with a surface protein of the SHC-014 coronavirus found in horseshoe bats in China. Essentially, the article goes on to discuss the fact that the U.S. government was funding coronavirus bat research for some time, and then in October of 2013, the U.S. government put a stop to federal funding for gain-of-function studies, with particular concern rising about influenza, SARS, and MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. The NIH had funded such studies because they help define the fundamental nature of human pathogen interactions, enable the assessment of the pandemic potential of emerging infectious agents, and inform public health and preparedness efforts. In 2013, the federal government stopped funding these particular research projects. Then in 2014, the NIH began funding a separate group, which we've told you about, Eco Health Alliance, which in turn began sending those funds to several labs across China